Warriors, I want to tell you a couple of things reported to me from teenagers, what they are looking for most from us. I think this is important because I think in our busy world about things, we forget to talk to the kids, frankly, because kids report back, whether it's a 9-year-old or a 17-year-old, my parents don't have time for me. Everybody's busy, and we acknowledge that. But in 2025, almost 2026, got to talk to your kid. You got to set time aside for that. So let's go over a couple of things that I posted today. And that would be hanging out with them one-on-one, even if it's 5 minutes. How was your day? Tell me about what you did today. Tell me how you're feeling. Showing up and cheering them on. Nothing means more. Think about when you were a kid. If your parent or your grandparents showed up to a school assembly or to watch you play sports or to a dance recital, how you felt all of a sudden this sense of, I got to do my best. So it is very important that you show up for them. Having a stocked fridge, we can all admit that kids feel secure when they have food around. 1 in 4 children in New York City, where I'm from, go to bed hungry at night. This is horrific. No child in America, no child, period, in the world should be going to bed hungry. These are the facts, though. So having food around, believe it or not, in a healthy way is a comfort, security for a child. Listening, that is a lost art. Adults aren't even listening to each other. Listen to your child. They are smart. They are savvy. They want to be part of all. We cannot just dictate, do this, do that. Yes, we are the parent or the guardian, but let's include them. They have been thrown into this digital world as we have. We had no say in it. It just appeared one day and it's grown and grown and grown and snowballed. But they've seen so much on the internet. They have seen so much, everything. And we know the internet has harms, from eating disorders, and we have seen, the taking of lives in real time, basically. We have seen sextortion. We have seen challenges that are harmful. We have seen cyberbullying. So listening and talking to them is very important, one-on-one. Now, let's get back to little surprises. Little notes under the pillow, a note in a bathroom, a little something in the backpack, in the jacket pocket. Everybody likes that, with a little snack attached. Something very simplistic, and we can all do this. Then we have kids today. A common phrase I hear all the time is, I got to chill, or I've got anxiety, or it is an anxious world. It is. That is why Jonathan Haidt named his book The Anxious Generation. Let's deal with it. I'd like to say, instead of just retaliating or just, saying what's not right with something, let's take whatever's thrown at us, right? So right now we have a lot of kids that are saying they're anxious, and let's deal with it. And how are we going to deal with that? All you have to do is say, I'm here for you. Tell me what's going on. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. The worst thing is when a kid storms in, goes to a bedroom, shuts the door, you don't see them for 12 hours. And in combination with the internet, that's where harms happen, right? Piece of advice, no devices in the bedrooms. I don't care how much the kid screams. The kids scream. After 2 weeks, they'll get over it. You have a shared spot where devices can be used in the kitchen, in the family room, but you're always around having an eye on things, if possible. Okay, the next thing is, do give them that space. For instance, they come home in a bad mood from school. Remember, I'm not a doctor. I'm just a warrior giving out advice. Give them the space to calm down, as opposed to, did you do this? Did you do that? Now we have to do this. We got to go here. Again, this leads to their anxiety. It's just the way it is. So give them some breathing room, maybe no talk, put on some music, whatever that may be. Keep an eye on them, but give them a little space to just be. Have faith in our children. This is something I think, again, we're so busy and overwhelmed and have so many things we have to do on a daily basis that it's kind of, do this, do that, do this, got to do this, got to do that. And there's no, almost a fear. I was just talking to somebody about this. A fear of letting them do things on their own type of thing. They'll figure it out. Of course, as parents, we want to jump in and always make things easier and help them. But kind of stand back and let them figure it out for themselves. And until they ask you for a little bit of help, just see how it goes. But give them the room, because then if they accomplish something as simple as, making a bed. I'll never forget growing up, my mother would say to me, she said to me once, it always stuck with me all these decades later, the minute you wake up, make your bed, because it makes the whole room look cleaned up. I never forgot that. And I do it automatically today because it does make the whole room look good, right? So just let them figure things out and have faith in their abilities, and maybe give them little cues like that. Truly take an interest, because one of the complaints, I don't know if it's a complaint, what the kids are saying, I guess it's a complaint, is my parents don't really ask me about school or sports or dance or friends. They never say, what's on your mind, trouble. Very few do. And remember, always kids respond to praise as opposed to negativity. So even if it's something as simple as, they came in and they put their coat on a hanger and put it in the closet. Hey, that's really great. Thank you for doing that. Little things like that are building the self-esteem. Now, I know all of this sounds very simplistic, but the world we live in today, I am telling you, this is what kids need. These little steps of reinforcement. Everything I just listed, 9 things, I'm getting to the 10th, is what will help them feel better about themselves. Will help them want to not be on the devices. The average right now is 9 hours a day. So giving them this little attention, giving them a space to talk, giving them, you're going to help me with dinner, you're going to help me go to the grocery store, you're going to help your younger brother with homework, giving them that to get them off the devices, but also giving them that feeling of accomplishment. So as we enter into 2026 and the world of AI, artificial intelligence, I leave you with a tip. Chatbots. Understand they are digital machines. A new report says 70% of teenagers are using chatbots as companions that they're conversing with, they're revealing themselves to, they're forming relationships with. Chatbots are digital machines, not digital friends as big tech markets them. They are giving out the advice of lawyers, doctors, educators, all kinds of things, and they are just a machine. Talk to your kids about chatbots. Understand what chatbots are. The last thing I want everybody to do, and make a point of, no matter what, and I know it's tough sometimes because kids can be extremely tough, is you make sure, no matter what, you tell your kids all the time, I love you. You finish the day with I love you, with I love you. Because one of the things I have heard repeatedly from different parents whose children have suffered the ultimate harm, and we have algorithms here on the YouTube, so I don't say certain words, I think you know where I'm going with this, is a lot of them have said to me, I didn't say I love you when they went to bed. And they will forever regret that. Now, I'm not saying something this drastic may happen to your child. Words are free, right? What's an I love you? Give them out freely. That's a warrior's move. Remember, follow us, lynswarriors.org. Write to us, lynn@lynswarriors.org. Be part of our community, because our hashtag is Community Creates Change. So as we fight in Washington and Albany, across America, for legislation to empower our kids, support families. We need you in the home and in the community, working with us as partners, because that old saying, power in numbers, right? Let's go, everybody. Let's beat the predators at their games, because we are the warriors. And when you wake up each and every day, make sure you go out and be a warrior.